The big comfy house. 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 Hey guys, 1 minute. The big comfy house. The big. You still here working hard? I'm dead. Hey guys, welcome to the KingCainWay TV. It's me, King Cain, and I'm here today to pretty much just review PVALLEY episodes 5 and 6. It works better and best for me to review these episodes, you know, like by twos. I did do episodes 1 through 4 just because, hey guys, hey everybody, thank you, Michelle. I did just drop episode 1 through 4 review because I just kind of felt like, okay, I tried to give, you know, shows until the 4th episode, new shows. I tried to give them until four new episodes before I decide on if this is worthy or if this is something that I even want to review. So, you know, I love it. I love the show. I love the writing. I love the creativity. And one thing I do love about this show is that it's waking the people up. It's making the people think. And it's opening a lot of, you know, you straight people just into the whole world of trade, the whole world of the undercover brother, the download of it all. Okay, so we're just gonna hop right into episode 5, and then we'll lead up into episode 6. So episode 4 opens up with Mississippi and Gidget. They don't ran a bag up on some big old lady who's celebrating her divorce. Really didn't understand this lady's importance until we got later on into episode 5, and I was just gagging to find out who she was and what she did. We see that Uncle Cliff is staring at LaMurda. LaMurda is laying his naked ass in the back where they count the money on the couch. And, you know, Uncle Cliff is just really looking at him and really like, oh my God, like, this nigga don't fuck the shit out of me. Period. So then Uncle Clifford looks at himself in the mirror, and to me, it's like Uncle Clifford was having an insecure moment. It was like Uncle Clifford was on some, damn, like, is this the tea? Like, I'm confused. Why he want me? You know what I'm saying? And then I know that there's a lot of insecure people out there in the world who deal with that, and it's kind of like, at the end of the day, if somebody fucking with you and fucking on you, they obviously think something attractive, something about you may look good. So I was like, okay, you know, Uncle Clifford was having a hashtag insecure moment. Next, we get to everybody's looking at the foreclosure sign that's been placed outside of the bank. And, you know, everybody's sad. Mississippi, you know, meanwhile, while everybody's sad, she's getting views on her video when she danced for Mercedes at Mercedes' last dance. She's turning up. She's doing this. She's doing that. And it's like Mississippi is already getting big-headed. Like, Mississippi is just getting big-headed. She's been a big-headed bitch. And, you know, we're gagging her here at the KingCainWay TV. Uncle Clifford thought that Mercedes was dead when he came outside. Like, why is everybody sad? Like, why is everybody looking a certain type of way? What's going on? He's like, Mercedes died. Like, where is she? Where is she? They show him the foreclosure sign. He done fainted from the news. And then we just keep seeing this big drunk woman. She's coming outside, you know. Uncle Clifford go get her. He needs her to, like, leave his motherfucking club. Like, you're drunk. I'm over you. You know, she get in her car. She drinking and driving. She done almost had a couple of wrecks and a couple of accidents. So it's just kind of like, what's going on? You know, she just kept rapping Lil Murder's song. And I was just like, girl, shut the fuck up. As she's going into the jail cell. We also see that Mercedes is still in jail. Hey, friends, just want to say, hey, AJ. And so then Mercedes, she's going into her jail cell, and then she sees Patrice the crook with the tired ass 27 piece. And Mercedes found off on this bitch again. I feel like Mercedes has every right to pop up on this whore. Like, not only did this whore take her coin, but this whore took her building. This whore took her dream. This whore took what Mercedes is trying to build to get out of the pink, to get her child back. To get her child back. To get her child back. And it's so disgusting how Patrice the crook has treated Mercedes on this entire season. She was, Michelle. She was. She was. The jail scene was awkward. I could tell that, you know, this was a play, how it bounces back from scene to scene. Then we see Patrice in there having church with the people and trying to get Mercedes to, oh, forgive me. Like, the mama is a creep, and she knows that, okay, I can play this Jesus role and my daughter gonna feel a certain type of way. My daughter gonna forgive me. My daughter gonna bow down to me. And that's just not right. What's up, so Jeff? It's just not right. Like, what the fuck? Like, how you gonna sit up here and steal from me and then turn around and make it about God? Like, nah, bitch, you a demon. You a devil. You a type, you a through. So I agree with Mercedes. Like, I'm not fucking with you, mama. Like, I don't get that. But did y'all clock how uncomfortable Mercedes was in the jail versus the pink? How she walks around the pink when she's half naked? Maybe it was something about the dudes not having no coin to throw. But it was just like Mercedes kept doing this, like, I'm trying to cover up. Like, I'm trying to cover up situation. I'm just like, girl, you shake that pussy. You pop that pussy on the rooftop down at the pink. What's with the insecurity at the jail? I don't know. We see that Montavious Hill is back. And I said, oh my God, let's get into this tea. Montavious Hill is the dude who Autumn, a.k.a. Haley, who was, I'm assuming, who was beating her at the beginning of the season when it was just showing like flashbacks of what she's been through and then her driving into the water. So it's kind of like, okay, so your dude that you've been fucking with is back. So, bitch, you might want to be careful. You might want to be cautious. You might want to watch your every fucking move, Autumn, because if he was knocking you upside the head there, trust and believe he's at Chuckaloosa to knock 5 from that ass. So, get your shit together, Autumn. Speaking of, I like Autumn's name. I love Autumn Night. I think that that's a beautiful name. Hey, Cain, increase and overflow. I pray over you and yours. Happy Sunday. Thank you, our new love, Lou. Live for you. Thank you, boo. I appreciate that. Next we see Uncle Clifford. He's pretty much reading the sheriff for the sign. Uncle Clifford's like, man, I've been paying you, like, not to snitch on me, serving liquor. I've been paying on you. I thought we had some type of camaraderie. Like, what the fuck is really going on, sheriff? And the sheriff is just pretty much saying it's too much alcohol being served. Like, it's pretty much out of my jurisdiction at this point. I've pretty much been doing all I can do. So not only do Uncle Clifford got these people coming for the pink for the money that they owe 50K. But, you know, they're saying that he's selling liquor. So we all know how these little small country towns that literally just became wet probably in 2015, 2016. So it's kind of like, okay, y'all still tripping on the liquor being served. Bitch, if you're going to free liquor to be served and to be given, who cares about the limit? If you're going to sign that waiver for the city to become a wet city, wet meaning can serve liquor and beer and things like that, then, bitch, get over it and let these motherfuckers sell and make their coin. So the whole town, to me, just seems pretty much whitewashed. The only black activity goes down at the pink, okay? Megan Ruffin, you know, he's pretty much a hater. I could care less about him. Clifford gets to see Mercedes. At first, she's upset about Mississippi dancing for her. This is when Uncle Clifford goes to visit Mercedes at the jails just to see what's going on, because while he's reading the sheriff was like, yeah, we picked up one of your girls last night. And he like, who? And he's like, Mercedes. And Uncle Clifford's like, huh? I will see my daughter. You will let me see my child. You will let me see my child. You will let me see my child. Y'all know Uncle Clifford don't play that shit, and that's just on pure. You will let me see my child. You will let me see my child. Thank you, Gemini. You will let me see my child. You will let me see my child. So, you know, the sheriff allowed Uncle Clifford to go back there and see Mercedes. They talk, you know. They just pretty much having a heart-to-heart moment. You know, she pretty much lets her wall down about being mad about Mississippi dancing for her. But Uncle Clifford like, bitch, at the end of the day, you know how this thing goes. You know, shit, I have to do what I have to do to keep the pink afloat. You were a no-show, so the next Supreme had to rise, sis. So that was just what there was. She told him not to put nothing on her bond because he needs to keep all the money that he has for his building, and I get that. The mama versus Mercedes, you know, she's just a trifling old coon. That was pretty much the jail scene, them just trying to get together. Then the mama, you know, showing that she could truly worship and all that. So maybe the mama can be a good saved bitch, but the fact that you went so below the belt to steal this money from your child, it shows me a lot about your character, Patrice the Crook. And honestly, Patrice the Crook, I hate the 27-piece wig. It literally doesn't work. I am just not here for Patrice. I think she's shady. I think she's tired. I think she's through. And I don't blame Mercedes for not fucking with this bitch, period. Period. So and while Mercedes is in jail, we get into Mercedes has a daughter. And the daughter name is Erica. And Mercedes is like, mama, I want my child. I'm going to be a better mama than you. Like, and the mama is just anti-Mercedes getting her kid. And it's just like, girl, you were tithing through mama. Maybe your daughter can, step up and be a better mama than you ever were. And that's just on period, poo. So I don't really understand why the mama is just so anti-Mercedes having her child. Like, she had her at the end of the day. Like, at the end of the day, like, we got to give people some slack. You feel me? Like, at some point, get the kid. At some point, get the kid. And we found out later on in episode 6 that I'll get into, the daughter's ready to come home. The baby is ready to come home. New business cards, by the way. Yeah. King Cain Wardrobe Styling on Instagram. Get into it. Okay, so yeah. So the mama tithing through trifling. The jail scene is late. So we see all the girls, they try to come together to bond Mercedes out. They get there, the bail bondsman is being very rude, disrespectful, adding on all these extra fees, and now the girls are like, no. Autumn there, and I'm thinking, Autumn, bitch, you got all this motherfucking money. Why you not billing Mercedes out? Like, I don't get that. Like, you just came just to look and be nosy, bitch? Like, no. What the fuck is going on? And that's just on period. So, the girls, they ended up attacking the bail bondsman because he's being so rude, he's being so nasty, he's being so condescending, and the girls can't take it. So they throwing shit at him, you know, and I'm just like, Autumn, so you're not gonna pay the fee? So, you know, it just really seems like the girls were all turning their backs on Mercedes at that moment. And Gidget, shout out to Gidget, because Mercedes had called Gidget and was just asking her to bond her out. Because, girl, you know, my mama done took all my motherfucking money. And so we see that Gidget is also taking care of her mama, who was in the background screaming, hooping, hollering, acting a goddamn fool for Gidget to bring her some soup, or was it a smoothie? So I'm just like, these girls have deep-rooted mother issues. I say that to say that. And that's what brings a lot of these characters together, is the lack of motherhood that they all missed. Okay? Okay. I already talked about Patrice having, you know, church with the inmates and asked Mercedes for forgiveness. And Mercedes got down on her knees with this bitch to make this bitch think something and said, "You're dead to me." Bye, Patrice. Mercedes, she's done falling for you and your childish, nasty demeanor. You always want to play the Christian when it's convenient. And that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. You always want to play the Christian when it's convenient for you instead of playing the Christian and praising your daughter and making sure that your daughter is going to succeed at her gym. How about you sign up to be the person who answers the phones at the gym? Look, any relationship is 50-50, okay? You have given in to receive. You got to pour out to pour back into one another. It can't be one-sided, Patrice, you crooked wig bitch. Not here for Patrice, and I know a lot of real-life Patrices. You feel me? It's a lot of parents jealous of their children, and that's just true tea. Okay, so anyways, moving on. Uncle Clifford, he done came in the barbershop, but prior to him coming into the barbershop to read the mayor, Autumn went and bunded Mercedes out, and I love that whole moment. She was a real bitch. She didn't have to say too much to Mercedes. She didn't ask no questions. It was just like, where to? Real bitch shit. So Autumn is coming around. You know, she already opened up a little more to Andre about her daughter passing away. So Autumn, okay, I kind of see it for you, bitch. But that was some real shit for Autumn bailing Mercedes ass out of jail. That's just on parable. So the mayor and Uncle Clifford, they going back and forth. We all know they're arguing because the mayor's steady trying to shut down Pussy Valley, the Pink. And Uncle Clifford gives the mayor some papers of what he found out. So, bitch, I know that you've been purchasing barbershops in the city to turn them out, woo, 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 but you ain't told this barber the tea. So the mayor's like, you can play these games, bitch. I don't give a flying fuck. At the end of the day, the Pink is going under. The mayor reads him down, and then the mayor reads Andre later. So it's like the mayor read Clifford, in my opinion, even though the mayor is a twisted, conniving ass niggy, it's kind of like he still read Clifford in that moment. He pretty much read Clifford and I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck, you ain't, girl, bye. I don't give a fuck. Your club is tied and through, and so are you. That's how the mayor feels. The mayor has repetitively said what he said. Moving on, Mississippi is definitely the new supreme. Lil Murder done glowed up. Lil Murder want to be out and about with Uncle Clifford, and Uncle Clifford is scared. After, you know, they having sex and shit, you know, he's just pretty much like, Uncle Clifford, I want to take you out. And here go Uncle Clifford with that deep-rooted self-LGBTQ hate. You know, I'm not worthy. I don't want to go on a date. Why you want to date me? Why? Because Uncle Clifford, he clearly feels like you're a bad bitch. Duh, that's why he want to fuck with you. And I was just like, oh my God, little murder. Little murder. I want to go on the date. 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 With Lil Murder. Am I wrong for that? Didn't quite think so. Anywho. Moving on. Mississippi, she been letting this white man beat her ass. Come to find out, the father of her child is a white man, baby. That sent me. I said, girl, no, you ain't. Trying to act like you that bitch getting all this views and you let this white nigga put hands on you. Girl, bye. That irritated my soul with Mississippi. That irritated my soul with Mississippi. Not that you letting this dude, this male, lay hands on you. And no, I'm not racist. I'm not none of that. You know, I'm just speaking straight facts. How you sitting up here? Was anybody else gagged at Mercedes letting this dude beat her? Like, I'm not here for domestic violence on either party. That's man on man, woman on woman, woman on man, man on woman. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. But it's just a gag when it's just what that was given. Like, girl, you sitting up here, and then he's still beating her ass. Even on episode 6, she coming to the Pink with bruises and girl, she was just scared. She had the baby. The man, he's telling her he want her back. Oh my God, she running to the club. She see Clifford and Lil Murder kissing. She's gagging. The baby start crying. So she's like, oop, they saw me, bitch. I got a dip. Autumn finally opens up. She made a wrong turn. This is when she's talking to Andre the next morning. She tells him that her daughter died. And then her Mercedes, they have a heart-to-heart. She lets Mercedes in on this money scheme that she's doing, how she's going around to different telex banks with different wigs and moving her money because it's her coin and she just wants it moved at one time. It's a hashtag low-key scam, but it really ain't a scam because it's her own goddamn money. Yes, I was through when I seen Mississippi Baby Daddy. Girl, that gagged me, honey. That gagged me, period. And then as we see, as the episode going off on episode 5, we see that that man is still here and he's been watching the bank account that that Autumn got. So it's kind of like, girl, this man is really hashtag stalking you. You better get a hold on that shit. Which I feel like that's why she was bringing Mercedes on. So he would know just who to follow, which one to get at. So we're going to move on to episode 6. Mercedes and Autumn, they're still teaming up with the different wigs. They become different characters. I'm dead. I'm gagging. Mercedes and her daughter talk. Mercedes goes to her daughter's little tennis. The daughter's really not good at tennis, but it looks like the woman who's raising the daughter is trying to turn her into some type of Serena Williams. And it just seems like the daughter, Terica, is just not here for it. Mercedes and her daughter talk, and the daughter's over it. She wants to come back. The daughter like, damn, mama, like, why every time you said you're going to come see me, you don't come see me? Like, you've been saying that you want me to move with you. Like, I don't get it. Like, the daughter's just not understanding. Like, mama, I want to be with you. 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 She wants to be with her motherfucking mama. She don't want to be with this old weird-ass bitch who forcing her to do tennis. She wants to have a great time. And she's like, I saw you on jail. I saw you on the news, mama. And she was like, some things happened, baby. I'm sorry. And so apparently this was Mercedes' first weekend to hang out with her daughter when she wasn't able to make it, when she had went to jail. And it's just so fucked up how this type of shit happens because we see that Mercedes has her daughter a whole room set up at Mercedes' home. So it's like, you see a bitch trying, you gotta let a bitch try and at least mother. And like Mercedes gonna let that woman know, bitch, I had her out of my COOCHIE. Yeah. So don't try to tell me nothing about my child. And that's just on period. So when it comes to Mercedes and her being a mother and her trying to get her child back, I am so here for this. Like, because so many times black women get their rep like, oh, down with kid. Oh, she's just a stripper hoe. Nah, but you see, this bitch is a stripper hoe who's trying to leave the club to get something going for herself and still trying to get her child back at the same damn time. So, shout out to Mercedes. And any bitch out there who's like Mercedes, keep doing what you're doing. That's just period. The other mom is pretty much just a bitch. I just feel like y'all need to stop trying to pass judgment on Mercedes. And I just want to know, how did this woman even get Terica anyway? Like, I need them to explain how that woman got custody of Terica. LaMurda, you know him in Mississippi. We find out that Mississippi hit him up to sit down and talk, and he pretty much pulled up like, bitch, I know you don't think you finna blackmail me, yada, yada, yada. So Mississippi don't flip the script. This bitch is letting his fame and his clout get to her head. Now, she clearly know that Lil Murda is a punk. So now she's trying to use Lil Murda for his clout because his song is popping, and then now he's on World Star Hip Hop, and he's living for that. So Mississippi is pretty much like, Lil Murda, I want to be your beard. You know, let's get this bag, let's get this money. You know, like every dude needs to want to be you, and every bitch needs to want to you. So Lil Murda, you know, he's trade. You know, these trade niggas want to keep their masculine, I'm straight persona. So of course they're gonna do that. And the gag is, this goes on in the industry, in every industry, entertainment to anything. You know, these guys want to keep that image. Fuck every other industry, in the entertainment industry, period. Regardless if it's a rapper, singer, dancer. It's just, the clout is real, and these niggas really be out here gay. So I really hope y'all peeping the tea, peeping the tea. And so Mercedes, Mississippi, so they, you know, she's like trying to persuade him, and so he see her bruises. So off the rip, Lil Murder already know this little bitch over here getting her ass beat. So I feel like in Lil Murder's mind, he was like, okay, you scratching my back, I'm gonna scratch your back, because I see you thirsty for the clout, I'm thirsty for the clout, I'm DL Trade, you getting your ass beat by your baby daddy, so let's just help each other out. You feel me? If you feel that, in the comment section, can I get a mirror? Because I just broke down the Mississippi and Lil Murder dynamic to the T. Because I saw a lot of comments of people not understanding it, and oh, Mississippi doing too much, but y'all gotta understand they and little ass Chuckaloosa trying to get on. And even Mississippi was even trying to school him, like, boy, you ain't got no Instagram, you don't even tweet. Like, we are living in the days of social media, we're living in the days of a following. So if you don't have it and you're trying to, you know, be an entertainer, you need to get it. And that's what Mississippi is trying to do. That's what they got going on. Can I get to 10 likes, please? That's what there's, let me get to 10 likes, please. Hey, Millie Mill. Hey, Boo. Yeah, so that's what they're going to do. And I was like, Mississippi, you better watch it, because Uncle Clifford going to kill you. She's his beard, so they both can come up. That's why I just said Kathy B. But be clear, Mississippi ain't trying to fuck with Lil Murder. Like, girl, we can't forget about Benny from the Haves and Have-Nots, a.k.a. Diamond, on this show. We know that him and Mississippi, I still got hope for that. She just doing what she got to do to get the clout. I don't think she want Lil Murder sexually after he done beat Uncle Clifford down. I'm number 10 like. Thank you, Kathy. Love you. So moving on, Clifford gets a message from Murder, like basically saying like, damn, like shit, I'm trying to fuck with you, like what's to eat, like is you gonna let me take you on a date or not? So Uncle Clifford gets up, he goes into the living room, and we get to meet his grandmother, Loretta Devine, the queen of acting as mothers. She right up there with the Jennifer Lewis lady. They always playing somebody goddamn mama. Now she's playing Clifford's grandmother, and she's blind. And we find out that Clifford inherited the club from her along with all the debt. She is a real bitch. The grandma is very much, she's just, you know, just a country southern, smoke her weed, drink her drink granny. And, you know, she used to own the Pink, so she know all about pimps and whores and pussies and asses flip-flopping, peppy-popping down in the valley where the girls get naked, popping pussies, selling ass. You know King ain't gonna shake it. Pure poo. So we see that that's going on, and I'm here for it. Be very clear. So they go back and forth about the club, and he's just like, Granny, the Pink is gone. Period. Next, we see that Big L, who's the man that counts the money in the back, he goes to see Gidget's man. And Gidget's man just in the room doing powder. He got hoes counting dope. They're taking pills. They're turning up. And Big L comes to the door, and Big L's looking out for the Pink. Big L is on some shit like, say, bro, I know you got all this weight. I know you got all this work. Mind you, Gidget's man don't want Gidget to know. He don't want Big L to let Gidget know that he's in town, because he's a dog as well. So it ain't just the black men who are dogs. It's men of all colors of the rainbow, okay, who are trifling, okay? So, and then we also realized that he said Gidget ain't got no, you know, good, no deep throat, so that's why he's cheating getting out here. It doesn't make it right, but that's just what he said, okay? So Big L is pretty much coming to this dude like, say, bro, let me hold some weight in the club. So, you know, I know you, because you big out here in these streets, so let me hold some weight. They agree on $5K for the first drop, the first hold. So, you know, the man is just looking out for Uncle Clifford. The girls are afraid of Uncle Clifford. When I say the girls, I'm talking about Gidget's man, and I'm talking about Big L, because they both know, they're like, damn, what Uncle Clifford gonna say? What Uncle Clifford gonna say? Y'all know Uncle Clifford don't play with no motherfucking drugs being swished and brushed through his goddamn club. And it's so crazy how Uncle Clifford acts, because Uncle Clifford is a whole queen, and he been a queen. And in hindsight, Uncle Clifford gets a lot of his ways from his granny. And you can just tell the granny was that bitch back in the day. Moving on. Uncle Clifford and the mayor's whore, they kiki down at the nail shop. She's a stripper turned housewife. So come to find out, this bitch, the big booty, dark skinned bitch that's always with the mayor, she used to work down at the Pink, but now this bitch don't forgot where she came from. Now this bitch trying to be all classy. Nah, bitch, once a whore, always a whore, okay? So Uncle Cliff telling her, like, bitch, you need to show me some love and respect, bitch, because you're the first whore that I graduated. Don't let you be the last one, bitch, because there's so many girls who come through with big booties who trying to get their start and trying to get their life up, too. So remember where you come from, little bitch. Remember where you come from, little bitch. And that's all Uncle Cliff for trying to let LOEs know. Remember where you come from. Respect the Pink. And that's just what it is, okay? Period. Period. Oh. Andre, you know, he's still being a coon. He paid for Mercedes and Autumn's meal when they were, you know, having a break from scamming. And Mercedes tell Autumn, girl, you need to let it go. This nigga got you losing your appetite. Nobody really cares about Andre. It's time for the fellas to sign the deal. So come to find out, the two white boys, plus the man that always go down to the Pink, the one that like the freaky shit, they brothers. Apparently, the two white ones, the full-blooded white ones, daddy was fucking with him and then went and fucked with that boy's black mama and then had him, so he's illegitimate. And so we also see that these brothers are racist because they trying to shoot Andre and the other brother because the other brother don't want to sign. He don't want to sell the land and the property. He want them to keep it in the family. And they like, boy, fuck you. You were an illegitimate child to our white mother and our white father. So we don't really fuck with you. So my nigga, you know, either you gonna sign or you gonna take this bullet to the dome. And the brother's like, man, there ain't no bullets in there. And it's like, try me. So the brother ended up signing his name. And it's just so trifling because it's revealed that y'all don't even have no bullets in this gun. And that's just so fucked up how they did their brother. But let me tell you something. That little freaky mixed brother, he got something for that ass. He got something for that ass. And quiet as kept, we see that Andre went and renegotiated a deal with the head honcho, the head white man in charge, because he didn't like how they did that. So now Andre talking about, oh, I couldn't get their signatures. It was this, it was that. You know, Andre's trying to buy time because Andre, in hindsight, low-key, he don't want the Pink to leave either because he loved Autumn. And we also see that Andre and his wife don't really get along. The wife over him, he over her. He from Chacaloosa, but he live in Atlanta now. She want him in Atlanta. He don't like the fact that, bitch, you gonna respect where I come from. She don't respect where Andre come from. So at this point, Andre's ready to close the laptop on this hoe, which is what he did. Period. After the bitch was trying to be all nice. Like, I feel like Andre's really trying to do something good, but Andre, there's ways. Andre's going about it as a coon, as stupid as person, and that's just on period, okay? So anyways, moving on. Lil Murder and Clifford, they're on a date at the crib. Again, Uncle Clifford didn't want to go out. The granny is gagging with Lil Murder and really making Lil Murder feel comfortable. She's showing him pictures, giving him a history lesson over the Pink, and Clifford as well, reminding his ass about, you know, shit, back in the day, they pushed all of us down there. They pushed all the hoes down to the end of the city. And so after all these, you know, natural disasters and this, that, and the third, all the hoes were still standing. The Pink was still standing. So, you know, Lil Murder's like, okay, that's what's good. That's what's good. You know, the Pink creates stars. The Pink creates stars. The Pink creates stars. And the granny's like, yeah, you know, I was that bitch back in the day and my club created stars. Period. So Lil Murder and Uncle Clifford, they gag about the fact that Lil Murder being a little sissy. The grandma said that Lil Murder came out the womb swishing. And so, you know, they just all have a key moment. And the producer, the guy who's in the studio dropping some beats, he texts and hit up Lil Murder like, say, bro, you coming down to the studio? And Lil Murder, like, he was finna text back like, yeah, bro, but right now I'm doing something, but I'm going to fuck with you. But the gag is, Lil Murder didn't send that message and decided to stay there and fire the granny up and get the granny some of that good gas. So it's kind of like, Lil Murder, you really fuck with Clifford. Lil Murder's a whole queen out here. Me, Kathy. Me. So anyways, we get back to the club. The girls are just so pressed about Mississippi getting her clout. You know, Autumn gives Mississippi the code to her locker, letting her know the pink gun is in here, bitch. So whatever you got going, you do what the fuck you gotta do and kill this nigga at the end of the goddamn day. That's pretty much what Autumn and her did. And I respect Autumn for that because she said, unlike Mercedes, I share, okay? We see Mississippi is just becoming a new girl, and she wants to have murder night with her and Lil Murder, you know, hosting the club. She's the headliner. I mean, she is making the money. Mississippi looked absolutely stunning in that star outfit. Her hair, hold on, let's just talk about how gorgeous M-I, cricket letter, I, cricket letter, I, hornbear, I. Let's talk about how gorgeous this bitch is. Can we just stop and give this beautiful brown queen her roses? Mississippi is a whole bad bitch. Period. I live for it. And they did perfect casting. They did perfect casting because she's so pretty. And when she was complaining to Uncle Clifford a couple episodes ago, and Mercedes, I'm just pretty. Like, what I'm gonna do, I'm just pretty. I'm just pretty. So it was like, okay. We see each other. We see each other. Okay. Mercedes and Autumn, they have a heart-to-heart in Mercedes' daughter's room because her and Autumn are there chilling, getting the fake IDs from Maine. And she's like, girl, where's the bathroom? So she goes to the bathroom, apparently, but end up going to the daughter's room. This is Autumn. And so Mercedes come in there, and her and Autumn, they just opened up to each other. Mercedes just pretty much let Autumn know the tea, like, my daughter named Terica. I want her back. You know, she don't like, you know, I've been decorating this room for 7 years. I just want my daughter home with me. I just want my daughter home with me. I just want my daughter home with me. And y'all already know how I feel about Mercedes and her daughter in this whole situation, so I'm not even going to get into that again. But y'all know that I see it for that, period, okay? Autumn and Mercedes, they actually bond over both of them by having their daughters. And we know that Mercedes' daughter is, you know, has passed away. And I'm sorry, Autumn's daughter has passed away, and Autumn's real name is Haley. And the reason why she go by Autumn, we come to find out her daughter's name was Autumn. So I was just like, oh my God, this is just some good writing. It's all making sense. It's all starting to tie into one another. You know what I'm saying? That's just period. And then Miss Autumn, a.k.a. Haley, lets Mercedes know, girl, you still have the opportunity to be around your child. You still have the opportunity to grow and to prosper. So, you know, it was a beautiful moment. It was. And, you know, Autumn broke down, but she didn't really want Mercedes to see her just breaking down like that. Yeah, I already talked about Andre renegotiating the deal, period. Mississippi, you know, she's pretty much having Lil Murder back because they're all in the studio and she's live and she's making videos and everybody like, man, where you be? Like, everybody already know it was some tea and on why the dudes in the studio, they know Lil Murder just beat up the friend who tried to comfort his sexuality. And so everybody already know Lil Murder, you a little Trey, you a little pump, but okay, you got the clout, you got the hit song, so okay. So Lil Murder's pretty much like, shit, what's good? And they was like, bro, like, you need to be putting out more music, you need to be putting out more songs because, I mean, yeah, this one good, you got a buzz, but you have to keep the buzz going. You got to keep the buzz going. And so, you know, he's sitting there thinking, everybody like, so where you was? Like, they text you the other night trying to get you in the studio. And, you know, that's the night that Mississippi saw him kissing Uncle Clifford. So, you know, she hopped in his lap and, you know, really played their role as his beard and was grinding on him. And, you know, they started kissing each other. And I'm just gagging. Bitch, you better not let Uncle Clifford find out because Uncle Clifford is going to have Mississippi's motherfucking head. But at the end of the day, Uncle Clifford, you know, he ain't no hating ass bitch. Like, he's proud of Mississippi and the new bitchness that she's becoming. I just want her to have that same energy when it comes to dealing with that trifling baby daddy of hers. She does have a great business sense. She does, Kathy, at the end of the day, and I give it to her. And that's why I love her. Not only because she's gorged down, but because the bitch is really trying to work her way up and get what she's trying to do, period. Anywho, Eloise, which is, you know, the mayor's house whore, she's back with T, And you know, her and Uncle Clifford, they just talking about how the girls just don't vote. How girls, as us, as most black folks, don't vote. So he needs to try to petition the city, talk to who he needs to talk to. She gave him a little tea, a little insight about what's going on, because she do be in there when all the deals are being made. Thank you, Carly Cooper. Yes, honey, I know how. Girl, I can tell a story, can't I? Sure can. Sure can. People always tell me that all the time, like, well, I don't even watch these shows, but I watch the reviews and it just keeps me afloat. Or people be like, I didn't have time to watch the episode, or I didn't finish it. But because I'm so detailed in my reviews, it just, you ain't even got to watch the show because I'm giving it all to you. Period. You know, he pretty much is just pretty much like, she's telling him, you need to get these niggas in the club because they like titties in their face on Saturday as much as they love the Lord on Sunday morning in a church house, if not more. So that's just the tea right there. Like, girl, you need to get on your motherfucking shit and get these girls off in here, Uncle Clifford. And that's just on period. Oh, love the fact that Big L and Gidget's white boyfriend was calling Uncle Clifford she and her. I love that. But the grandma was like, when he came out, he was switching. So it's kind of like, does the grandma, I'm sure the grandma sees it for her grandson. She know her grandson the whole queen around here. But what I'm saying is, I just love how the writing is swapped and it's showing that these straight, masculine, heterosexual men are respecting Uncle Clifford's pronouns. And I'm here for that. I'm so here for that. So anyways, Clifford has bailed Patrice out. And he let her know, girl, bitch, I didn't put no money on you, but I put my club down. So since I put my club down, you got to do something for me. I don't know what that do something is, but she got to do something for him. Autumn is getting ready to leave Chuckaloosa. She calls Andre just to let him know, say, Daddy, I'm leaving. You know, thank you for everything, you know, but I'm gone. And that's just that. Next, we see Maine, which is the fine guy that Mercedes be flirting, kikiing with, the one who be getting them the fake IDs. He's switching his ankle bracelet with the little fat boy from his neighborhood who be wearing it for him. And the fat boy got a little attitude, and he like, boy, shut your fat ass up. Don't I keep you fed? Hush. And wear this bracelet. You ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't doing nothing. Hell. So after Maine and Fat Boy make their exchange, Maine is walking, and then he see a whole goddamn missing person sign of Haley Colton. So, Haley, somebody done reported you missing, and I feel like it's that nigga, and I feel like that nigga know where you at, and so now he trying to, you know what I'm saying, put posters up so he can find your ass and narrow it down so he can come looking for your motherfucking ass. So, Autumn, a.k.a. Haley, you better get on your shit and get on your protection shit, which could be why she's trying to leave Chuckaloosa. Okay? So anyway, guys, that's my review over P-Valley Season 1, Episodes 5 and 6. I thank you guys so much for tuning into this live. I thank you guys for just pretty much watching all of my videos. Even if you don't watch, it don't take much just to go through and just hit the like button. Go buy you a Pura t-shirt. Go to my website, KingCain.co, and shop the last and final flash sale of King Cain Clothing, guys. Follow me on my new business Instagram, King Cain Wardrobe Styling. And just keep supporting me. I love you guys so much. I thank you guys for truly, truly, truly tuning in. And just follow me on all of my social media in the description. Peace. Mwah, mwah, mwah.